YouTube family and friends. Guess what? No haircut. I usually do this to irritate Lisa, but it's starting to irritate me. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got going today. So this morning, this is ready for tile now. We are going to dry fit all our pieces in this shower floor, cut them, mark them with painter's tape, and then set them. So let's get started on that. And we'll measure this curve up so Lisa can order it too. All right, let's get rolling. Let me show you what we got going here. We separated the shower up into quarters, drawing square lines off the wall and the curb, using the center line of the drain. And these are the first 4 pieces I'm going to mark. Now I've cut enough tile off of these sheets. They're 1 foot sheets, 1 foot by 1 foot, but I've cut enough tile off the sheet, you can see there, so it'll slip under this trim. What I'll do now is I will put painter's tape on each one of the pieces and then trace this drain. You see this drain is set square to the curb. Whoops, there you go. Anyway, leaving hopefully nothing more than a small grout joint around the trim and the tile. So we'll give that a shot and see how that turns out. We got the ones cut for around the drain. You see the drain is still proud of the tile. So once when I go to set this tile in mastic, then I'll very gingerly tap this drain with mastic under. We'll tap this top piece, this grit, it's on the sleeve, and we'll tap that down to where it needs to be, so it's flush with the tile and this doesn't create, you know, like a water trap. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work off of these 4 pieces that are cut and go left, right, front and back, get them all cut. So you see everything's dry fitted. Still got cut them over there. You can see this sleeve system that we use. You build these curdy bands up. You see? Probably use a 3/8 by 3/8 trowel on the wall here, and that should compensate for that, you know, where this curdy band is built up, because you got the wall and then you got the curdy band here doing the horizontal joint, and then you got it again here doing the vertical joint, and then in the quarters of the shower you can see it's tripled up. So it gets a bit tricky. All right, we got all our pieces cut. It's all Lisa's fault. She made him pick that out. She don't care about what I got to do. Try to make a living with goodness gracious. Messy job. hopefully this goes back in the same way it came out. If I was a homeowner, I'd pay somebody to do this. You see our shower drain is still proud. Once I get these down where they need to be, then I'm going to tap this so we don't end up with a dam, you know, with the shower water. Let's see these ones. Oh, put all these in lightly. Then we're going to tap them into place. Using that grout float. This might look ridiculous, but this is how you have to do this mosaic. Have a grout float. That's going to get it down into that mud. That's why we wet it, so it would have some time. Otherwise, so the curdy wouldn't suck all the moisture out of the thin set before we have time to set the towel and move it around. Well, there you go. Another truckload full of tools to do one job. Okay, look, we got our floor in place. And what we'll do is we'll clean this up again real good tomorrow morning when after it's set up. And probably have to take a Dremel and clean out some of them joints here and there. We did a pretty good job, Lisa did, and myself, of getting them clean. And then probably go ahead and grout it and let it set up, and then tape it off, cover it, and then do the walls. That way we got about a 3/16 inch gap all the way around the base. And before the walls go up, I would like to fill that with grout so it's solid, so nothing can sit in there. But looks pretty good if you ask me. So back on it tomorrow morning, I reckon. You be back on it tomorrow?
They're coming tomorrow.
Lisa says she's not coming tomorrow. Oh. Hi, goodness gracious. I'm going home and get a beer. Would you look at here? We're in Lowe's. We ain't even had the opportunity to go trick-or-treating yet. Look at here, Santa Claus coming. Goodness gracious. I got this carbide blade on my Dremel, and we're going to go through here and clean some of these joints out. I have to do it every time I put this mosaic down because you can't clean it all. Then we're going to grout it, make sure that we grout up to the wall so this gap is filled solid before we set the wall tiles. Now you see all the joints are clear of any thin set. So when we grout this, there'll be good solid joints. Last a good long time. So next, oh my back. Next is we'll mix up some grout. Flip this floor. It's grout time. All right, look at here. See this? Look. Kind of like peanut butter, I guess. All right. Hope I got enough because this is gonna eat it up. I taped over the drain because in the past I have filled the holes in for the screws with grout and had a heck of a time getting it cleaned out. Yeah, a little bit loose, huh? Oh, here we go. I need a softer grout float. This thing is very hard. look at all that ate up. I want to fill around these edges of this thing good and solid. Right here. So when we put our wall tile on, there's nothing for water to leak back here and get trapped into. Okay, we've got the grout done. Washed down for the first time. Looks pretty daggone good, I must say. I'm talking to the camera machine. So we're gonna let that set up about 20 minutes or so. We're gonna save what's left of the grout because sometimes when you go washing this down, you'll end up with little air pockets in the grout joints. So we'll make sure that we have some here to fill it. So we'll give it 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll wipe it down again and make sure that there's no little air holes. We see all the edges around the outside perimeter, nice and full, tight. Then what we'll do is we'll get some construction paper and some frog tape, and we'll mask this off so it doesn't get destroyed doing the walls, and be a good, nice, tight shower floor. Okay, what I'm about to do might sound bizarre to you, but we fix and take a hammer to this floor. A rubber hammer. So what we're gonna do is knock all these spacers loose, make sure the joints are clean so we can grout it. And to get these things out, pretty simple. A little bit noisy. You know, that's all there is to it. Now, we try real hard when we're laying this floor to make sure all the joints stay clean. When the mosaic in the shower, that's difficult. I usually have to come back with a Dremel tool and a carbide blade and clean the joints out in order to get nice clean lines. But you can see these are fairly clean. So I'm gonna knock all these loose, clean up the mess, and get it ready to tile. What you want to do is make sure that that whole piece comes out, that it doesn't break off somewhere high, so you don't end up with a piece of plastic sticking out of your grout joint. That's not pretty. So let me get this done, and then we will mix up some grout. There's quite a few to knock loose, as you can see. But the floor feels awesome. It really does. So we did good. All right, I'll be back in a minute. So let me show you real quick what I was talking about. Here's one right here. See where the glue eased up around it? Made it not break off. Because some of the places got glue, or I'm saying glue, it's pin set. See, it's eased up here. It's eased up in this crack. So I got a dust brush, and I got this Dremel tool with a carbide blade on it. And I got to go around and clean all these joints and thoroughly vacuum the floor before I can grout it. You see, all I did is eat away at that mortar that had crowded up beside the piece of this wedge spacer. So now I'm just going to take this little flathead screwdriver, pop it off. And you want to be careful because that could turn into a catastrophe. But anyway, we have to go around the whole floor and do that, and then we can put some grout in it. I feel a little bit like a dentist cleaning and filling for a cavity. Alright, we got our grout mixed up, and another messy job. Everything about tile is messy. So one thing you want to do when you put this in is concentrate on filling the hole, not just swiping over, but literally compacting it in the hole. You want all the joints to be nice and full. And let me show you what I mean by that. This joint. Say watch, see that? Wipe it at an angle. You don't want to go like this because you just dig it out. But you're making a conscious effort to pack that joint full of grout. There are no hollow places be cracking out a month from now. And that's pretty much it. Except for we got a whole bunch of cracks to fill. So, this is gonna take a while. I'll be back at you. Here's a messy job, but somebody gotta do it. So here's what we look like. This is the first wash coming through. Looking nice. Let me give you a little idea of how we're doing this. Here has it been washed. I have my grout in the bucket still in case I stick my foot in one of these joints or wash one clean by accident or something. So don't throw away your grout until you finish washing the floor. But anyway, as you see, I'm going with a pretty wet sponge probably at about a 45-degree angle against the tile joints. Because we want to smooth the joints out like a bricklayer would strike the joints on his wall, but we certainly don't want to wash out the grout that we just put in here. So the grout lines are important. They need as much attention as any of the rest of the project. So I'll just take this sponge and clean them and ease them, and I don't know that anybody will ever get down here and look at these grout joints and make sure that it was done this way, but anyway, let me finish this up and I'll get back at you. All right, we're finished grouting. That's the second wash, and I think we got it. I like that silver grout. It's the same grout we used in the floor, same grout we're going to use on the wall, so it's consistent throughout the entire bathroom. And I like it. It mellows the floor out some. It doesn't look as aggressive. This is to check, see, do we do our job? Let's see. This is straight edge with the light behind it. And look at that. That's when you know you got it right. All right.